Okay, kind of just waiting it out, seeing if anybody shows up before I start this. Okay, I think my audio is coming through now. My cord on my microphone is super messed up, so it's kind of annoying. And yeah, I'm talking a little bit low because of the music, but I'm kind of just waiting on people to show up right now, just because it's a live stream. So we're gonna sit around and we're gonna look at some whatever's on my screen. So yeah. I'm gonna mute myself though until people show up. So if you're watching this in the future, skip ahead a little bit because it's probably gonna be a little boring for a minute. Quick disclaimer. Excuse me. I do not own any of the music that is playing. It is lo-fi hip-hop radio beats by what is it, Lo-Fi Girl? Yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. And we are back to my desktop. Did not mean for that to happen. Is it still working? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Everything is still kosher. That's a good thing. Just kind of adjusting things real quick. Don't mind the unregistered that pops up right here. That's I didn't pay for the app. It's the free version, so it's gonna do that every now and then. So unfortunate, but that's what happens whenever you spend more on your pencil than your software, basically. Oh, I'm gonna wait another couple of minutes to see if anyone's going to pop in, but if not, I just want to get that disclaimer out of the way and then we'll start here in a little bit. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna wait anymore. So I guess hello to any future viewers that watch this, because, well, you know, that's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. But this is what happens if you don't have an upload schedule anymore. Like, no one, or like a live schedule at all. No one really like expects to see you on. I kind of just do it whenever. I think the last video was like 2 weeks ago. Not much has changed. I have done some trees, which this tree itself, I'm actually thinking about converting over to a cloud, you know, cutting it off right here, like this area, and yeah, turning it into a cloud because it's a nice, beautiful, bulbous shape. I'm trying to point at my screen, and you guys can't see me pointing at my screen. So like this nice bulbousy shape right here would be a beautiful cloud. Nice little cloud over there, off in the distance. That I can't move it over that far. So yeah, so some trees have been made. I've been making smaller assets. I've kind of taken a break from buildings. Buildings are interesting, but nonetheless, they are frustrating. So like how I've done these trash cans is, let's get a second layer going. Background layer. So as you can see, I'm not drawing over it. I'm drawing under it or behind it. So the background is invisible. It's going to give it a nice effect whenever, like, if the character mic connection for some reason it's being really janky today. And then we got, like, you know, the standard trash cans. Let's see, what are the small assets? I've been doing a little bit of road work, manhole work, stuff like that. So like, you know, yeah, intersections. It's gonna be kind of isometric, not fully, but I do kind of want to have some 3D effect to it. I don't want it to look just flat. So these roads are going to go off at angles. This is everything's going to be at like a 45-degree angle. It's easier for pixel art to do it that way. So like my buildings, let me open this back up. So my buildings would go like up here across this side, because that's exactly how I have them laid out. So let's go in this one. As you can see, I have that almost exact same angle laid out right there. So they all should fit together quite nicely. If I decide to put those in the corner, this one right here, this one's trash. That one's going to be deleted. I was trying to work on this library thing, and that was, yeah, not the best. Oh, and from the thumbnail, here's my fountain. You can decide whether or not it looks like something to you. And this goes to show, like, if you put the amount of effort into it and you take a little bit more time, you can make something really, really nice. I think this turned out very well. For some reason, the blending is weird. Yeah, so I accidentally drew over it a little bit. We're gonna have to fix that. So I'm not on the right layer. I am erasing things I shouldn't be. There we go. That should be right. Yeah, okay, that's correct. So let's get on this layer. So as you can see, I've messed up a little bit by going over certain things that shouldn't have been drawn over. It does kind of give it an interesting effect whenever you do it that way, but I don't like it. So there we go. Got it, that base fixed up. This is supposed to be black too. There we go. So there it is. So kind of just like, you know, if you put the effort into it and you muscle through and whatnot, it looks really good. I don't know why it looks red on my screen. Looks like on my stream it looks fine, but it's a little red on the actual computer screen. Don't know why. It's not supposed to be red shifted. Let's see what else have been done. Oh, small assets. So like this picture looks like shit, right? This is gonna be hanging on a wall somewhere, but the thing that I have been having to tell myself is the assets are gonna be tiny. Like, they're gonna be off on a wall somewhere really small. And whenever you get this small, you can't do much detail. Like, yeah, I can make this picture 144 by 144 pixels. and I can put a butt ton of detail. But once it gets small like this, let me switch over to this one. See how there's a lot more detail in this one. There's some this checkerboarding pattern to kind of give it some, you know, a nice effect and whatnot. But once it gets small, it really loses a lot of its shape and whatnot, because it all kind of gets lost in it because there's too much detail. So the thing that I'm trying to remind myself is the less detail I have, sometimes the better off it turns out, the smaller it is. See, like that's a fish. You can see its little underbelly and its top fin, everything looks decent. So yeah, I gotta keep reminding myself, don't do too much detail. Just kind of like, see that looks like a flower even from far away. It looks like a flower in the vase. So I just need to, yeah, remind myself, stop putting so much detail into things. Because like this one, this is a prime example. So right here on this edge, it is 3D'd, so it's isometric. So it has a little bit of flow going backwards. But once it gets smaller, you don't really notice it. It just looks like a dark side. And hello, whoever's watching. So that's kind of a thing. But other than that, we've been doing boxes. Plenty of little boxes and more boxes. And oh, guess what? Guess what? Another box. So I've been focusing on small details, small assets, things that are sitting in the background right now, because buildings are fun, but buildings take a long time. Let's see, let me get into, I think, this one. So if I go into here and I go into canvas information, this one itself has taken me 3 hours. So this building has taken 3 hours to completely do, and it wasn't even like fully done at that point, because I had redone a couple of small things and I had separated out these objects and actually gave them their own plane and everything. So like they are their own separate asset. So even though that one building says it took 2.5 hours, like each individual thing took its own time. This one took 3 hours and 8 minutes. And that was just making it larger and adjusting some smaller things. And yeah, it's interesting, but buildings take a long time, to do. So I've been, like I said, doing smaller assets. Sorry if I'm looping back on myself. I don't really talk about this too much, so yeah. Here's a lamppost. Light post, street light, whatever you guys want to call it. Very simple, but I gotta always remember, it's gonna be tiny. And the smaller it is, the less detail is needed. So that's, I think, off, and that one's on. Yeah, small things. I'm gonna work on, one of these pictures and frames. So I was kind of thinking of doing something a little bit darker than the other ones. So something like so. I would do the dump to fill, but since I'm on an empty layer, dump to fill wouldn't work until I did a little square. Boom, there we go. And I need some white. I want to do a little skull. I don't know how well this is going to work out. Hey, custom parks. I have no idea what you are playing, but I just want to say hi. I'm actually not playing anything, sir. I am taking a break from actually playing video games, and I am making a video game. So these are assets that are going to be in my game itself. Not 100% set on these assets, but these are, well, assets nonetheless. I decided to mix it up a little bit and take another step in my life and change it up and do different things. And I don't know. I guess I got tired of doing humdrum, you know, playing this video game and doing this video game. And don't get me wrong, I do kind of miss playing games. I've had this YouTube channel for shit 3.5 years. What kind of game do you make? So the game that I'm making is going to be not fully a spin-off of Stardew Valley. I have actually been in contact with Concerned Ape, the creator of Stardew Valley, and we have been talking about this, and he's been giving me advice and different things. So it's been really cool. He's a really cool guy. He's really helpful, even though he's making his own video game and he's, you know, doing all his own jazz. He's been really cool about it. And I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing what I enjoy. Like I said, I wanted to mix it up a little bit. No, actually, I guess I could round out the skull a little bit more. But yeah, mixing it up a little bit, changing up my life. I feel like those teeth are way too long. Like, I gotta always remember, it's gonna be far off in the background. And it looks like a skull, relatively speaking, far off in the background, but those teeth are really long. And they're not even. So I think I'm going to delete that one. And yeah. I can bring it over one more. No, I can't. Okay, well, I guess it has to be that way no matter what. But yes, I am doing what I enjoy. I had this. Try keeping an eye on your channel. Alright, have a go, man. I'll be seeing you around. But yeah, I guess off in the background looks fine. Yeah, Concerned Ape, if you ever see this random crap of me doing this, thank you for all the advice, all the helpful tips and everything. It has been fantastic talking to you. And hopefully I don't annoy you anytime soon, but it more likely will happen again. Maybe I should do this sideways. You know what? Let's try that. Let's try, not that one, this one. Loop. Select that. Move and rotate. Doop doop. Bloop. Right there. So now I can make it a little bit wider. A happy little accident. That's another thing about drawing and like trying to do all this jazz is kind of gotta take your time with it and just kind of enjoy what you're doing and don't overload yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Take your time. Be calm. Like, drawing is such a calm thing to do. It's really hard to be mad at yourself while you're drawing. So, I mean, it's not hard. It's really easy. What am I saying? Crazy. It's really easy to be mad at yourself while you're drawing. So I feel like this one's gonna have to, like that. And we're definitely gonna have to move this up. Because it's gotten bigger, so it's gonna take up a lot more space. So, bloop. That. I have to refill this in. It's kind of looking like a blooper now. A whooper? Top of a whooper. Okay, so teeth. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, see, it's still uneven. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but it's still uneven. What does it look like far away? Looks nothing like a skull. This is a horrible skull. That's the whole thing I was gonna make. Oh man. I guess it looked fine way back. Let's take the Wayback Machine and go way back. Yeah, like it doesn't fully look like a skull. Ooh, actually, that one. Yeah. I think I'll leave it like that. It's not the best ever, but let's see, 6, we're on 7 now. It's not the best ever. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Oh, dang it. But it is also a small object that's going to be sitting in the background. I need to make a lot more pictures though, because like just having 7 of them isn't going to be fulfilling to the player to actually try to buy and display in their house. So I need a lot of different things. So we're going to duplicate this sideways one, and we're going to take this sideways one and we're going to rotate it. We're going to exit, and that makes it a long or a top down. We're going to select these, we're going to duplicate these again, and oops. Bloop. So now we have 8 more we can make. It's so overwhelming how many assets I have to make. If that makes any sense. Because it's like, oh, I want to make a video game, and this sounds like it's going to be a great time. It is a great time. You know, there's a lot to do, but it's fulfilling in its own way, getting something and creating it and getting it to work the way you want to. Programming is hard. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube. There's a lot of, amazing classes, like the one that I was taking, which was through not Grand Canyon, Colorado Springs University, in Colorado, United States. Colorado Springs, Colorado, United States. His teacher there, Dr. T, I think he's what he's called. Really good guy. I was actually learning from him through Quora or something like that. Yeah, interesting guy. Very Coursera. That's what it was Coursera. He helped teach a lot of things, but it was really slow paced. I'm actually opening up Unity right now just to show you guys a little something. This is Gameville. Yes, I got it. It's already open. Should be opening up. It takes a minute to open up scripts, so yeah. Come on, open up. Let me dock my pencil real quick. No need to have it out now. So, yeah, right now I'm procrastinating. So let's see here. Where am I? It's physics, scenes, scripts, sprite, untitled artwork, and this, oh yeah, all my scriptings. Like the follow cam, which I found out I don't need, and I can actually just link my my camera to my character, so this was pointless. Movement, I don't remember which one I'm using on the character. Let's see. We'll click on him. He's using movement script. So we got movement. I think it's this one. Yeah. So a lot of interesting things, like learning about move vectors and all these different inputs and like all of the, I don't care about the new version. No. All these different things you gotta learn just to do something as simple as a was command. So like if I hit play here, everything should be good. So right down here is my character. I wonder if I can, there we go. This is just a throwaway. He's not important, but yeah, see, we got his little movements. Walking left, walking right, or walking left, walking right, walking down, walking back. Like, he is by far not what I want my character to be, if that makes any sense. So let's see, how do I... Shots fired. Why does it keep saying shots fired? Just says it every now and then. That's weird. Let me change my layout again. Layouts are, I think, class 2. Yeah. So as you can see, he's walking around the game map now. Why does it keep saying shots fired? Shots fired, shots fired. That's from the movement script. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's weird. Unless it's in there somewhere. It's been so long since I've been in this scripting. I don't know what it's saying at the moment. It could have a print line somewhere. I don't see it. Oh well, keep saying it. So that's a thing. But yeah, so he's moving around the game world. He got his little animation going, which was way more difficult than it should have been because it used a different window. No, was it a window? Or was it a edit? It's under edit. Oh well, I can't be bothered to find it right now. I'd say as I'm trying to find it. Stop. Stop. Thank you. That's the animator. That's what it is. It's animator. Holy crap. So I had to like make this animation and so we got all of these little guys here, but then they turned into something over here. My god, I'm so lost. Like, this is definitely not gonna be that great. I put all of them somewhere. I don't know where. But yeah, so each of these little sprites right here, I had to cut them all down individually. And I don't think I actually added them in. I think that's what it is. So they were under test sprites, mine, character walk idle, cuts. So all of these little individual guys had to, I had to cut each one individually, and it was super annoying, and it took a long time. And yeah, and then I realized I have to do this for like 20 more characters, so It's interesting. But yeah, all on its own, it is rewarding to do a video game. I'm gonna say, if you ever wanted to, I mean, you might as well do it. There's no point. I'm trying to scroll with my mouse. There's no point in not, especially if you have the time to do it. You don't even have to go as all out as I did. Like, I have a, iPad Pro, I have the Apple Pencil, I have all this jazz. You can use like an old 6th gen iPad. They're really cheap. You can get one of those and get like a really cheap pencil from Amazon. I'm trying to see what this one is that I used to have, but it's like a cheap little Bluetooth pencil. I don't know what it's called. It's decent. It was like $20. And like you can do stuff like that, and then like Procreate, the app that I use, was $10. So there's that. And yeah, you can just start. I use Notes for, come on. I don't know where my notes are at. Is it on Pages? No. These are all books I've done. I have done so many side projects, it's not even funny. I think I actually have it in notes, don't I? Yeah, I do. I don't know where my notes app is at. You're getting a peek into my world. That's Pages. I don't have much on this iPad. Oops. That was Pinterest. I have a lot of anime characters. I'm not ashamed. So anyways, Procreate. We'll close that out. So yeah. I distracted myself. Oh, yeah. So I was going to say notes. So like throughout the day, if I'm just kind of like sitting around at work or using the restroom, whatever, middle of sleeping, I can randomly get an idea to throw down. So like I have a whole notepad that has all these different ideas that I want to put into this game, like debuffs and buffs and general world design and how I want the character to be creating things. Because like this game is called Gameville, which is its own little placeholder title for now. I haven't really decided what to call it yet, but it's Gameville. So basically your character's creating video games. And that sounds boring, but like I said, this is going to be influenced, not heavily influenced, but kind of heavily influenced on Stardew Valley. Like it's more about personal development and world design, like everything being so fun and free, and you can do basically whatever the heck you want. Just a beautiful game like Stardew Valley, and it's big shoes to fill. Concerned Ape did a fantastic job with it. Eric was beast mode on that. Like, it was fun to interact with the NPCs and to develop relationships with them and all this other jazz, and he did a very good job, and that's the shoes that I'm trying to fill. I'm trying to do a very good job on this. It's daunting because you realize like some of these assets can be reused. So like the trash can. This trash can can be on any street. This trash can right here can be in any alley. Going into the miscellaneous, like these pictures can be hanging up wherever. These boxes, I can reuse this box 1,000,001 times and it wouldn't get old, but I'm also like, I don't want to underwhelm. I don't want to underwhelm or overwhelm. So, sorry, I had to take a drink. It's taking a lot. Here was the first street light. I really wanted this triple design where it kind of looks like a person, but not really. But in my opinion, it doesn't look that good. I'm really preferring this single, you know, straight up old school style light. I didn't want to make it fully like a street light where it was like overhanging on a road where it would be like, let's see if I can do this right. So like a standard street light would be something like this. You know, it would just overhang the road. Very simple, very to the point. Now that I'm looking at it, I wouldn't mind this migrating over a little bit. If that makes any sense, like actually using it, utilizing it. There we go. Utilizing. Yeah, we'll make these two like that. No. This would be better squared off. I kind of like that actually. Damn it. See, this is an issue. Hello, random viewer. No one's saying hello yet, but hello there. Street light. I actually like that a little bit. I backed out. Downside of Procreate is once you back out, it auto-saves. Now I can't fix it now. Like, yes, don't get me wrong. I have this, and this is where it the genuine... Ooh, this is where it came from. Like the pre-design, the pre-design. Looks more like a palm tree. Well, that sucks. But, no. It's whatever, I kind of like it. Look at this mushroom. It's very mushroomy. A funny story behind this was I took my stick, which is under miscellaneous stick. So I'm gonna select this and duplicate it so I don't fuck it up. So I took my stick and I tapped this button, which is the move button, and I went warp and I went whoop, whoop, like that. And it made this mushroom. And just boop. Like that kind of looks like a morel mushroom. So that's another thing I can do to kind of like cheat it to make it a little faster on certain assets. I can make this bigger. I don't know what this is gonna make. You know what? I can do with this. But yeah, see, that kind of looks like a little dress or something. This to me looks more like a vase, so I can erase this part. And it looks like a little vase. So like there's so many things I can do and do all this jazz and mix it up and fill certain things in. You know, it's really, I don't know. I'm rambling now because I'm hungry. Let's see. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. where I'm at, and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm getting kind of hungry. But yeah, nothing too much has happened since I had last uploaded. Like, I've been taking my time with it. I was really hoping to do a building today, but that didn't happen. So I'm sorry. And I think the next time I come back, I will be doing a building. I don't know. Hopefully sometime Friday, something like that. I don't know. What day is today? Tuesday. Shit. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have no upload schedule anymore. It's kind of just whenever I have free time. Like today I had a little bit of free time and I'm like, I'm gonna draw, and I started drawing. My dog started staring at me and I'm like, I think I'm gonna draw my room. Came in my room. I was like, I haven't streamed in a while. So I started streaming, and yeah. So I don't know what my upload schedule is, but it's something. And yeah, sorry. My microphone's pissing me off because it's fucked up wire. So I do thank everybody for watching, and any future viewers that do watch this. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I will see you all in the next one whenever I decide on streaming again. I don't know when that'll be, but it will be eventually. Like I said, I don't have a strict schedule to follow, so kind of just whenever I have free time. So I'll see you guys in the next one.